What's up and good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. I am very excited for today's video because we are finally gonna be modifying my brand new 2023 Diamond C LPT dump trailer. I totally plan on doing this video before we ever put this thing into use, but well, you know, work comes first before we start to modify things. So it went straight to work. And as you can see, you know, we've still got chains and binders and all kinds of stuff in here that, yeah, that'll stay. That'll be all right. Also, I hate to say it, but I got too accustomed to using backup cameras for hooking up trailers. And this truck I've just never have gotten used to. The hitch is in an odd spot. And I know that sounds weird because yeah, it's obviously in the center of the truck, but like the height's weird. I don't know. Never got used to it on this truck. We will be adding a backup camera. In fact, I have it somewhere. Check this out. So we have a replacement tailgate handle with built-in backup camera. Be all like factory looking on a really crappy tailgate that doesn't match the truck. All right, not too bad, not too bad. This should just drop right on. There we go. Oh yeah. I'm telling you guys, hydraulic tongue jacks, game changers. Solar panel keeping this thing trickle charged up so it's always good and maintained. Getting a lot of these little boogers falling off the pine trees. No bueno. The thing is a mess. And just like that, we are all hooked up. We are ready to go. As you guys can see, probably go take our fuel cans today, get these all filled up. I need to get a big gas tank out here, especially now that the dump truck, because that thing runs on gas. We're gonna be using that a lot out here. We're gonna need a lot of fuel. So for now, I'm just using these cans. I'm gonna probably end up building like a nice skid mounted setup that I can load in the back of the truck, take it, go get it filled up, and then bring it out to the ranch. Now, the reason I wanted this 6.0 is because I wanted a work truck I didn't have to care about at all, right? Obviously, running is important and taking care of it, which so far it has been great. And you know, knock on wood, I don't want to jinx it. Hopefully she stays running good, but so far she's been awesome, finally, for the first time in her life since I've owned it. You know, this truck, you can see, I've got trash from some jobs, I've got wheelbarrows, tools, all kinds of crap, and you just don't have to care about it. It's nice. Because when you get a really nice dump trailer like this now, like this one, I got a baby, you know? I gotta make sure we set things in it gently, we don't beat on it too hard, because this thing is just, whew, she's too nice. Now, there's gonna be some changes coming to the ranch shortly. I'm not sure when we're gonna get started. You can probably see I've got some lines drawn on the ground here. I'll explain this in a future video, but I'm trying to like conceptualize some stuff right now. That's probably shouldn't even put this in the video because it doesn't make any sense. We're gonna hop in the truck. We're gonna head down to Sergio at IEP-USA.com. Gave Sergio a call this morning and he's like, you know what, bring it down right now. So Sergio's been awesome to me in getting all of my stuff wired up. But first, a lot of you guys have been asking about the dogs. So let me show you guys the pup. We've got the horse doing great, and then of course everybody's favorite Gunner. Still going strong, buddy. 13 years old. Doesn't let him phase you, huh, Gunner? Oh yeah, we're all drooly there. Yep. Say hi to all your fans, Gunner. And then of course we've got our cat. Hello, hello. Good to see you. I'm allergic to you. I will now have to wash my hands from petting you. Oh, thank you, Gunner. Yep. Thanks for the drool, buddy. Thanks for the drool. So to all of you that have asked, the dogs are still doing fantastic in their old age. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, and now the cat is inside. Come on. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You need to go outside. There you go. Yep, you stay there. Now, while I am deathly allergic to cats, because we lost 2 to coyotes, we actually do bring that one in at night. She's got her sweet little condo right here. Her hammock, nice bed, food, water, whatever she wants. Yep, guys, I'm an idiot. I failed my pre-trip inspection. Started driving, I'm like, man, this thing is pulling to the left really hard. And we got a flat tire. That's not good. Especially considering Sergio is like squeezing me in right now. I got my Milwaukee inflator. Oh, do I have a charged battery? Please tell me you are charged. You are not charged. Let's see if we can get anything out of this not charged battery. 5 PSI. No, it won't even start. I don't want to drive it back to the house and risk popping the tire off the bead, so we're gonna go for a little hike. Now, there's no excuse for this, but it was wedged up against the wall, so it's not like I got like to stand back and look at the truck, but yeah, I definitely should not have missed a flat tire. And this one has had a very slow leak. Apparently the slow leak has since sped up a little bit. Managed to scavenge up 2 batteries. One's got 2 bars, and one has 1 bar. So hopefully that's enough to get us to somewhat of a reasonable PSI. Obviously we're not gonna even get to 65, but let's see how far she goes. This is one guy. 1 bar. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. With 2 bars, we've gone from 4 PSI all the way to 50, and we're still going. I can hear it slowing down just a little bit though, so we're probably gonna end up killing this battery soon. Papa Rhino did just call me. He needs to borrow my table saw, so we're actually gonna loop back around, go up to the guest house garage, grab the table saw. Hopefully there's another Milwaukee battery in there that we'll take with us, but we should be pretty good to go here. Well, we made it to 54.5 PSI. That's pretty impressive for a battery that's not a high demand battery and only had 2 bars on it. And I just previously used it on the Milwaukee blower, which is a pretty high demand tool. I'm telling you, this thing is worth the money. They do make a 12 volt option, and unless you're filling like bicycle tires or maybe like a Honda Civic tire, I don't recommend the 12 volt. I own it as well, but the 18 volt is where it's at. The 12 volt just eats through batteries like crazy. Whew, just had a little mini heart attack. I don't know where he went. There he is. Just straight up almost stepped on a baby rattlesnake. Right there, hopefully you guys can see it. It's kind of in the mix of the shadow and the sun there, but that was a close one. That son of a gun blends in good, especially in that shadow right there. That's the second one we have found up here in the past month. That's no bueno. Like, we've gone years out here with maybe seeing 1 snake a year. Maybe. For whatever reason, like early this year, they are starting to come out in full force. Don't worry for the YouTube censors. I'm just teaching this snake how to use a shovel. Very friendly, yeah, teaching him how to use a shovel. We'll dispose of him properly, get rid of the head so nobody steps on that. You know, somebody a long time ago told me snakes hate gravel, so it's good to have gravel around your house. Apparently this guy likes gravel. You know, one of the reasons I love living out in the middle of nowhere is there's always something going on. Now, snakes, not my type of something. Snakes and spiders, they could just completely leave this earth for all I care. We've got the man, the myth, the legend. What's up? We're gonna lift the box here. Sergio, look how much faster this one is. We're kind of putting together our game plan. Sorry it's loud, the hydraulic pump is loud. But we're putting together our game plan, trying to come up with what we're gonna do. Obviously, we're gonna keep a lot of things similar to my last dump trailer because it was kind of perfect. But because I don't wanna build the same thing twice, we're gonna change it up a little bit.
That thing fits up?
No, Sergio, you just risk it.
Okay. Oh man, it's heavy.
You got that, come on. You've been going to the gym?
No, I haven't.
Oh. Coming down, coming down. There we go, Sergio. All right, look at safety. Safety first. Look at that, Sergio. Yes. Easy, look at that. Access holes everywhere.
Right here, that's the one perfect.
Okay. So I want to add more strobes to this one than I had on the last trailer. For no other reason than I think strobes are cool. So my last trailer, what we did is we took all of the factory lighting, which is not a ton on these trailers, but all of these little lights, the ones in the rear and all that, we made those strobe. Sergio's got a really cool flash controller that we're gonna show to do that. But I wanna add some more. You know, we need a little more oomph to her, especially with like how much is going on this trailer. You can kind of miss the strobes in the daytime. So we're talking about mounting some either right here on the fender wells or, you know, on each one of these little like braces that they have on there. We're not 100% sure. We're kind of trying to put our game plan together.
We have an issue.
Oh no, we don't like issues, sister. What's your issue?
Yeah, there's no way to pass the wire underneath because it completely.
Oh yeah, it's like what we did last time. We had to go.
No, that's always. But the issues last time, I don't remember how we did it to pass the wires through here. But in this case, they have a tube where we have to feed the wires through.
Yeah. So the last one had the tube.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Diamond C.
We didn't use that one, right?
No, I don't know why we didn't use it, but they had the tube on the last one.
Okay, so let's say we want to wire strobe here.
We got to get into
in there.
Gotcha.
We have to cut it, redo the wireless inside.
Let's just do them there then. Yeah, let's not like, I don't want wires and stuff looking like. The one thing I like about Diamond C's is they really care about their wiring, right? You can see they actually weld these little tabs on here, and they actually have an extra, so you can run new wire through there. It's great for a guy like Sergio coming in behind them to do some work. And then they run all of their wiring inside of this metal conduit that is welded to the trailer, so you don't have wires that are going to get pinched or anything weird happening. Yeah, this is good work. I've
seen some trailers
anywhere like brake lines or anything are run, they've got little rubber grommets everywhere to protect everything. This is actually my first look at the hydraulic disc brake setup. Look at that. Oh, looking freaking awesome. It's all yours.
Notice a big difference with your brake?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The brakes are a huge difference. Yo, check this out. So obviously Sergio does all types of vehicles for wiring and all that. And I was looking at this like matte black wrapped new Tahoe. Sergio's like, oh dude, open the door. And well, as you can probably hear, That don't sound like regular glass. This thing's actually bulletproof. Oh geez, hold on, let me go find the keys. Check out how gnarly and thick the glass is on this thing. These doors are freaking heavy. And so, look at this glass. It's like, I don't know, 1.25 inches thick, maybe 1.5 inches thick. Look at the giant actuators that they had to put in to roll these things up and down. I'm surprised they actually go up and down.
Yeah, it's one of the functions features that they offer, but not all of them have them because it's a big change. You have to add those, and if they don't do it properly, like in this case, somebody messed up, they send a code to the computer and tells you in the dash that something's wrong with it. So what we got? We got a plate there. Plate there. Plus, they had to redo this completely. The cupboard redo it with a plate too.
Yeah. So this plate goes inside, and then don't worry, they keep your speakers though.
Speakers, the SIM controller, and switch controller.
Gotcha. So this is now your new panel on the door. But this is also.
But this is the main one.
Yeah. That's your steel plate right there. You've got that, and obviously the windshield. Look at it. Dude, these doors are freaking heavy. Do not get your hands caught in one of these doors. What do we got going on? They need a new tint guy. Jesus. All right, so check this out though. You're looking in here and like, right, so this is, I guess, executive protection.
Yeah, VIP people.
VIP. Yeah, this is how we're gonna roll from now on. So apparently, right, you have your VIP, whatever, and Sergio's like, dude, look in the back. So you'll notice there's a little partition right here. And you're like, oh, that's kind of odd, you know? Why is there a partition in the back? Well, the doors are loud. Wait for this. When you a real VIP, you know, the trips to the grocery store get a little dangerous. You need a rear gunner seat. Look at this. Like, geez, so the homie's just back here, you know, taking out whatever's trying to get you, and in his sweet seat.
Yeah. And then he cannot have bulletproof window because he has to shoot back, right? So
whoever signs up for that shop. Sergio, where's your little hair? Get in there, Sergio. All right, hop in there, Sergio. Hop in. I think we can show blue stuff on YouTube. You ready, Sergio?
I'm ready, man.
Is this comfortable?
No. I don't even feel it. It's gonna feel.
Especially when you're getting shot at, Sergio, I think it's less comfortable. One of the changes we're going to be making on this trailer is we're going to be swapping out the side lighting. If you guys have seen, this is something every trailer should have no matter what, is side lighting that lights up where your rear tires are. So obviously if you want reverse lights, put them all the way in the back there, but you want to be able to see where these tires are at night so you know where your trailer's tracking. These are a Sergio branded special here. What we got right there? Is that an IEP part number?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, there you go. There's the part number. All the lighting you're going to see today can be found on iep-usa.com, as well as all the parts and components that we're going to be using. So if any of you guys want to purchase this stuff, I'll have a link in the description, and I'll make Sergio give you a discount code of 3%. What? Too high?
You already have your discount.
Do I have a Dmaxryno discount code? Oh. Use discount code Dmaxryno at checkout.
You don't even know how percentage it is.
I have no idea what percentage it is.
5%.
5%. So we're gonna try these out. These things are super bright. I'll go show you inside on Sergio's display real quick. But basically, you know, we find the furthest most point that you can shine them to catch where those wheels are and show off to the sides there. So that's gonna be about right here. And we're gonna just basically bolt them through the I-beam frame on the back side. That way you don't see an exposed bolt on the front side, and it just looks nice and clean. For the sides, we're gonna be using the Phoenix T3 lights, which are going to go right there, and these will have, you can do multiple functions depending on which versions you get, but these are going to be dual color strobes. And
they're called
what?
Q3s.
Oh, sorry, they're Q3s, not T3s.
T3s are single colors.
Okay, these are 4 colors.
Quad colors, so there's Q3 lamps.
Okay.
So the cool thing about those, well, the T3s only had one mode, so can only do either flashing or running lights, or whatever, only one function. And these ones, besides you having all 4 colors that you can program whatever you want, you can have 3 modes. So you can do tail lights, maybe work lights in white, and flashing amber white, or whatever color you want. Sergio's gonna get wild with these. Maybe, I don't know. He keeps bringing me more ideas, and then he gets mad that he told me the ideas, because he's like, oh, should we do anything in the rear? And I'm like, nah, there's not really a good place, right? Like, you have the door, can't really put anything in the door, so we'd have to go down below. And he's like, nah, we could get one standing up right there. And I'm like, well, all right, Sergio, sounds good. Let's do that. So I want to get these up as high as can be. So, I mean, you know, within reason. So we're gonna mount them about right there. I think that area looks good. That way we're bringing the strobes up, because currently right now we're only gonna have that little running light down there that would strobe, and that one right there. And I don't even think there's one on the front, or well, there's that one right there. So that would be all that strobes, and they're super low to the ground. So the higher up we can bring the strobe lights, the more visible they're gonna be. So I'm marking those out right now, because Sergio said I'm good at being straight.
That's what you said.
Sounds weird now what you say.
So we're just coming down about 3 inches or so. Let's see how we do there. Might be a little off. Yeah, we want to adjust our tape. 3 inches. Now today my brain just doesn't feel like it's firing on all cylinders, and I don't really feel like doing math. So I'm trying to center up on this piece, and it's kind of hard because we got some rolled corners, so it's not going to be 100% exact. But basically, if we kind of go edge to edge, I mean, we're almost 5 inches. We're a little bit shy. We're like 4 7/8, but just doing the old Instagram trick here that everybody was showing with tape measures, where basically you put the end to end on a whole number, so you have an easy number to divide by. So if we put it at an angle 2.5, we know half of 5 is 2.5, and that is our center point right there. Then I'm just taking the gasket that comes with the Phoenix light. I marked a little center point on it that you can see there, and put both my points on my line that I drew, and that's how I'm marking my holes to then drill out. Sergio's already got one mounted up. Obviously we got to tighten it down and adjust it to where we want it, but you can see they don't hang down too much. I was worried by switching over to a square versus the rectangles we use on the other ones. The rectangles were just a hair shorter, but not much. I don't think it's enough to worry about if these things, you know, smack the ground. Worst case scenario, they're just gonna fold themselves up like that. They shouldn't break or anything. Now these will all be wired to a switch, and what we're gonna do different than what we did on my other trailer is we're also gonna have it on a wireless remote, which is just like we did on my deck over trailer. I missed having that functionality. I didn't think I needed it on my last dump trailer, but being inside the cab, like there's gonna be certain situations you're gonna run into where you wanna just be able to flick these lights on real quick and then turn them back off, and having the wireless remote is definitely where it's at for that. This is the array that Sergio has available. We've got that work light. This is the one we're actually gonna be running. This one has high and low combo. You can do different modes if you want. And then we've got the big boy right here, and this thing is super, super bright. I mean, they're all super, super bright. Every time I come play with Sergio's display over here, I always end up blinded. These are the ones we're gonna go with. We don't need the high-low functionality, but I wanted more light than the 4 puts off, even though these are super bright. But you know, if we're gonna do it, let's just go as bright as we can because it's in the same size. It doesn't have to grow or use up any more space. So with these Q3s, you have to program them to how you want them, and then you only need so many wires for what we're doing. So Sergio is taping up the rest of the wires. We're only using this sweet America theme right here.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
Yeah, I like it, Sergio. I like it. So what functions are we using?
Only flashing amber white and steady on white.
Oh, we're not doing steady on running light?
No, I noticed there was I think there's an issue where they're flickering. Instead of being steady on dim, it's flickering a little bit.
Oh, we don't want that. Yeah. Okay. This is not IEP-USA. You can buy them from IEP-USA.com, but that little flickery, that's not what's going on. So you can program these basically. Sergio has a little bench over there. He's got a 12-volt source.
And you have to program, because you have the 4 colors available. You use a green wire to select which color combination you want, because it can be red, blue, amber, white, or red, blue, amber, blue, red, white, and all that.
Million combos. Million combos.
You can choose that with this one, and then the other one is for an extra mode. Let's say you want another pattern, flashing pattern, another color.
What's the MSRP on one of these bad boys?
I think 49.
For as many functions are in these things, that is not bad. All right, so 2 on each side, 2 in the rear, and then again, Sergio's already programmed them.
Yeah, those 2 in the rear will help you also for backup lighting.
Drill 1 big hole for the wires to run through, and then we've got our 2 mounting screw holes there. Spots like this are easy because Diamond C left us a little area right here that is basically access to this panel. This is how Sergio measures for his wire lengths.
Okay.
What does that equal?
1.5.
Sergio's? 1.5 Sergio's? Alright, so Sergio got his wire. He's going to make up his own little harnesses here. Or spools, bundles. What do you call this? I don't know. What do you call this? Now, I know that Sergio, we have, that's a 5, but it's supposed to be an S. So we've got M and S standing for...
What? Follower and leader?
I told Sergio, can't say master and slave anymore, Sergio. We gotta be politically correct. Can't say master bedroom anymore on, you know, HGTV or whatever. So there's a master and a slave, and basically what that means is
you have to program it to either, if you want them to alternate or want to be at the same time. You put all the program all as masters or slaves that will flash together. All the masters and then all the slaves together, alternating between them.
So if it's master and slave, they're gonna alternate.
Yeah,
if they're
so
master.
Yeah, Yeah, we'll be at the same time.
Same time. So Sergio knows the strobe patterns I like, and I like things to alternate. So this one's gonna strobe, then that one's gonna strobe in terms of the Q3s themselves. Again, with all of the factory lighting, that's gonna be on a separate strobe controller, so that'll be doing its own thing. And then these will be doing their own thing, but these 6 will be tied in together, but it'll never be the same pattern as these. Sergio is connecting the light wiring to his wire harness using heat shrink connectors. Sergio's using some braided and shielded cable here as his fishing wire to fish it through the conduit and then pull it out the other end. That thing's stiff enough to make it all the way through?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I like that.
You got it? Look at that. Easy day, and that's with wires in that conduit.
Yeah.
Wires are going through up there. The hole's not quite big enough to get your hand through. Where are we at, Sergio?
Almost
Oh. I got him. We're gonna pull these wires all the way through. Yes. Now we're pulling the wire through. Sergio's feeding it on that end. And we are good. All right.
Measurements were
perfect, right? There you go. 1.5 Sergios, perfect. Now we're gonna take the wires that we ran there, we're gonna pull them back up through, and we're gonna attach them to this light. Okay, number 2 is in and all tied in. So again, we are looped together into this wiring right there, coming back down. This is gonna tie into number 3, which we haven't marked out or drilled for yet because I'm gonna wait till we lower the bed. No, sorry boss, I haven't done it yet, I know. And then from there, we're gonna run 2 powers and 1 ground to the battery, correct?
Yes.
For dual functions.
Yes.
Because function number 1 is gonna be all white, which is gonna be like a work light off the side, which is Sergio's idea, it's a good idea.
Side and back too.
Side and back, sorry, yes, side and back. And then function 2 will be the amber white strobes. All right, we're getting the backs marked out. We are popping these lights out. All right, we got it, Sergio. Weird noises, but we got it. Look at that wiring. That's quality wiring.
Yeah, that's cool.
For a trailer, look at that.
Yeah, they make their own wiring. They make their own harnesses. That's cool.
Sergio, what is this?
What is that?
Look at this thing. This is like a waterproof connector? Look at this, Sergio. Some type of waterproof connector. That's awesome, though. Great work, Diamond C. All right, so yeah, I wanted to pull this out before we started drilling, and now that I saw that this whole thing was stuffed back there, it's a good thing we did. Rear lights are getting installed, and again, these are going to be used as reverse lights. They're not gonna be super bright, they're not huge, but it's better than nothing because we currently have nothing back here. If I really, really wanted to, we could throw a bunch of reverse lights back here. The only problem is these trailers don't come with the reverse wire pin, which is what, your 7th pin, Sergio? Is that correct? Yeah, so they don't have that pre-wired, which I don't really understand. I wish they did, because you guys know I love to put reverse lights on. So we'd have to switch out the entire 7-pin connector to a new one, and just don't really feel like doing that with this trailer. I don't think we really need it, being that these will all be controlled off of a remote now. So if we ever need reverse lights, we can just hit the remote, and the 2 side lights will come on, lighting up off the sides over here, as well as these 2 will come on in the rear. Now it's pretty much as far as we're gonna get today. We've got everything installed other than these corner lights, and these are my favorite things that we added to my last dump trailer. These mount up in the corners, like so, and they light up not only the entire box, but they light up down the sides when you have a piece of equipment inside. That way, when you are chaining it down, you can see all the way front to back, just super bright and nice at night. Now I was looking at this trailer, we actually have something different here than I had on my other trailer, and that is these rails to hold these top boards. The reason for these boards is basically this is like a sacrificial layer for your trailer. So if you're loading with a Bobcat or something and you smack the top, or a rock flies out, or a piece of concrete falls, this wood is here to be able to be chewed up, because then you can swap it out and you're not beating up the top layer of your trailer. Well, being that we have this, we also have these brackets up here. And it did cross my mind for a second, like maybe this is the spot now to mount these things. But I worry that because, they're above this rail, it's gonna prevent the lighting from going down the sides. Now that one over there would light up this side and vice versa. However, once there's a piece of equipment inside of it, you're screwed on the lighting traveling to the back. So I think we're gonna stick with like my other trailer, which was right in here. And to everybody that freaked out saying they were gonna get destroyed, I didn't have my other trailer for very long, but in the 6 months that I did and using it, hauling concrete, dirt, rock, all that, these things never got so much as a scratch on them. You just gotta be like 2% careful, and you cannot destroy these. So we're gonna do it again on this trailer, and this one I think I'll be keeping a lot longer, and we'll see how long these last. But for now, I'm gonna head home. We're gonna jump back on in the morning with Sergio.
Damn. Yeah. Uh.